Yo, what up, Internet? Welcome to Bricks and Beer, episode 49. 49. I don't know. It's a football team called the 49ers. Yeah, so anyway, I'm in a weird time warp right now. If you're watching this consecutively, which I'm guessing you probably will, the last one was the hype for the BrickCon, right? It was awesome. And then this one will be the wrap up, right? And then after this will be the live, uncut panel discussion that we held there. So yeah, if that seems weird, it's because it is, and it's because this was all supposed to sort of make sense. Like I was gonna do an episode from the con prior to the panel. That didn't happen. So a giant apology to one A-ful, Mr. Colin Hammond. Fucking kick back and relax himself. I was supposed to do an episode with him on Sunday after we did the one that comes after this. It's complicated, I know. Don't worry, it gets more complicated. Anyway, so I was supposed to do this episode with him. He's an awesome dude. It's always fucking cool to hang out with him. And, just Sunday happened, and Sunday sucks, man. It sucks so bad. And I was just hungover as fuck, to be honest. Like, it was just brutal. So I was like, dude, like, not gonna happen. We were supposed to actually do it, like, earlier in the weekend, but, shit's going on. So yeah, anyway, huge shout out to Colin. He won Best Pirate, which was awesome. He was all gun shy about putting his stuff in there, too. Which, it's like, I kind of get it, because he does things that aren't sort of the norm. But I was like, don't be shy, dude. Just throw your shit in there. Like, what? Is somebody gonna yell at you? And if somebody yells at you, like, whatever. It's fine. It's a toy convention. Anyway, so it was really cool. It was awesome to see him win a prize, and I know that meant a lot to him. So fucking shout out to you, Colin. Someday we'll do an episode. I don't know. Maybe from the islands. Making no promises. So tonight's beer is not this beer, because this beer is now done. But this was the Pico de Mexico. It's good. Cucumber lime, lager, hint of habanero. Not bad. But tonight's beer is a beer that has a story. And that beer is the Piston Head Flat Tire, brewed with Mosaic hops. So this involves a lot of people. So I'm guessing that Simon hung out with these dudes. I got this note. Jason B. I'm not going to put your full info out there just in case you don't want it out there. And then Jeremy W., who apparently are from the UK, met Simon in Denmark. And Abner was there. And Abner brought this from Denmark to North America, to Seattle, to give to me. And it came with this nice fucking note. So huge shout outs to the fucking Jason and Jeremy crew. It trips me out that people watch this shit at all, still, even close to 50 episodes or whatever deep. But especially that people watch this that, like, are around the world, that is international. So that's a trip. And what makes that even weirder is Abner, who's a North American, brought this back. And this is not a fucking Irish or an English beer. This is from fucking Australia. So I had to look this up because I was like, how is this possible? Where is this even from? And this is made in North Sydney, Australia. So there you go. I hope it's good. I am going to give this beer 2 chances. Like, if I drink this beer right now and it's fucking terrible, I'm going to forgive it for the transit. So I was supposed to drink this beer with Colin, and then I drank a whole lot of other beers, and, like, things went by, and I was like, I got to save this for the show, and I'm not going to do the show Sunday. That means it's got to go in the checked bag from Seattle to LA. So this has been on at least 2 plane flights, if not more. And I had to get from Australia to Denmark, I'm assuming, where they hung out with this. Unless this came from Chicago, which I don't know. I got to talk to Simon more. Basically, I sent him a picture of it, and he was like, yeah, thank those dudes. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? So anyway, I'm going to open and drink this beer. It's a flat tire, dry hopped, fully pressurized flavor. A lager from Brutal Brewing. That's a pretty metal name. And it has all kinds of, like, oh, god damn it. alarms. It has all kinds of like fucking beer nerd shit, color EBC points, beer specifications. Like, I'm into that, but then at the same time, I'm like, oh, whatever. We'll see how this goes. Uh, I don't know exactly what kind of beer this is. I'm gonna assume it's an IPA. It's a dry hop lager, and because this has traveled in multiple planes, we're gonna go the safety route. Because our buddy Fredo, I don't want to be him. Oh, surprisingly, that did not explode. The can does feel like it has seen some pressure differences. Like if I squeeze this, it might just implode. So fucking Jason and Jeremy, thank you boys. I'm going to try the old piston head flat tire. That is quite good. That is an excellent beer. Good choice, gentlemen. So yeah, fucking, how'd we end up here, right? Like, where are we now in the time stream? So it's AfterCon. I'm back at my house, as you can tell. It was a fucking trip, man. BrickCon is always awesome. It's always too short. I feel like this is the part of the post-con sort of like recovery, bummer kind of deal where you're like, fuck, there was so much shit that I wanted to do and so many people I wanted to hang out with and like I could have done this, like all this stuff. I'm like, fuck. Especially now that I'm older. Like I stayed up late. Saturday we were up until 3:30 in the morning, which like now as a 35-year-old, like back in the day, 10 years ago, 25, staying up till 4 in the morning, not a problem, not a big deal. Now it takes a toll a little bit more. A local homie here was like, yeah, Taco Tuesday, come drink fucking gallons of beer. And I was like, I think I need a break. But anyway, I'm back. I'm recharged. I'm actually like sort of in that like afterglow. Holy shit, con was super awesome. So we're going to talk about the display as a group in the episode after this. And I talked about the big dumb sword ship in the episode before this. So I figure I'll actually show you the Macy mech, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's too tall to fit in my Detolf. So it has this ponytail on top of it, right? And one thing, I haven't watched the one after this yet, to be honest. I just like threw it up there. So hopefully I'm not retreading a bunch of shit. But one thing about this ponytail, right, is this is a replication of the smaller ponytail, which I'll show you here. So there's a, Macy's helmet. That's her signature thing. And there's a ponytail. There we go. Kind of, sort of. You can see what I'm talking about sometimes. So anyway, yeah, so I built this, and I fucking stuck this in a glass case over there, the old IKEA Detolf, the utilitarian display case of all nerds. And with the ponytail, it's too fucking tall, which is totally fitting, because the whole idea of me building this mech was at the end of con, I was going to give Zach this fucking ponytail. Which means it would have come back and it would have just fit in the Detolf perfectly. But now I have this extra ponytail. So, Zach of the future, this is yours. It was a bummer not having Zach there. It was kind of cool, though, because he was still virtually sort of there. But it was, there were a couple people that weren't there. Spaceship John wasn't there. I was super bummed. I always kind of end up in, like, crazy deep conversations with him, like, Friday night, 2 in the morning. So he wasn't there, so that was kind of a bummer. But there were tons of cool people there. There were tons of new people I met. I actually met a dude who lives apparently very close to where I live, so we're supposed to hang out. It was just fucking rad, man. So it was like it was a bummer that the full crew wasn't there, but we made do. So I guess I'll show you this mech. It's big. It's fucking heavy. It's like, I'd say 15 pounds. I gauge things by how I pick up my dog. My dog's 40 pounds. And this thing feels about half, maybe less. I'm just going to go on the conservative side and say less. So this is the Macy mech. It's metal as fuck. It's brutal. In the episode after this, we talk about the Nexo thing in general. And one of the things we talk about a lot is the 40K influence, which I totally got. Because as soon as Carter started talking about that, I was like, fuck yeah. Everything needs flags and shields and, you know, fucking weird ribbons. And, yeah, 40K is just such a, like, hardcore metal vibe that I was like, fuck yeah. So she's got a shield. You can see there. She's got an articulated hand. She's got a drill thing. It's pretty cool because, you know, mace to the face. That's her whole thing. So you can see the ponytail. And this might be comical as shit. I might just drop all this all over the place. Goes on top like so. So she's fucking hardcore, and she's big as shit. It's not the tallest mecha I've ever built, but I'd say it's probably the heaviest. And with that, because it's so fucking heavy, I did two things. This is the first time I've ever used worm gears. I'm fixing a foot so I don't drop this on its face. To ratchet both the hips and the shoulders. So I'll show you. See this spiky thing way back here? I guess I could take this off and show you, but it's more effective if I leave it on. So there you go. I turn this, shoulder rotates. Rawr. Worm gear action. This box is all brick built with the worm gear action in here, whereas the hips are this really trick clear piece. See? Fucking ponytail. It's cursed, dude. Zach, you need to pick that shit up. It's gonna give me bad mojo, dude. So yeah, it's heavy as shit. The hips are pretty cool. Like, they do lock in place. There's these cool little missile things. And I wanted everything to kind of be thematic, so I used the Nexonite shields on a bunch of stuff. And they kind of all make sense. So like, here, I'll show you this shoulder piece here. With the big drillinator. So the, you know, the smashy smash goes with the smashy smash. And, let me see. And then I did some, you know, Pete Reedish greebling and action and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. This is easily the, like, beefiest mecha thing I've ever built. Which has pros and cons. It's awesome. It fucking feels awesome when you pick it up, and it's heavy and intimidating and all that bullshit. But it also could do this thing. And what that means is if you fuck with something and you unbalance it and you leave it sitting on the edge of the table, it'll wait like 5 hours before something collapses. So it's like 4:30 in the morning and the fucking 15-pound mech falls off the edge of my table and shatters on the floor, which sounds like burglars. Like murderous home invasion burglars coming to murder you and your family, which is not so cool. So it's been a journey with this thing, to be honest. I mean, it's rad. Inside here, I took the helmet off of Macy, but you can see the Macy hard suit is piloting in here. I'll just fucking take this off. Make things easy for you guys. So there you go. It's a mech within a mech. It's a meta mecha. Say that a million times. So yeah, I mean, like, and the mech suit inside is not super inspiring. It's just kind of this generic frame deal. There is an alternate hand, which is a gun hand, which I prefer to the shield hand, but it felt more within the theme of Nexonites to have the shield. So yeah, I mean, I built this mech. I already fucked up. I forgot something. It did win a trophy, which is pretty rad. It won a pretty great category, which is most stompy, because it's a stompinating mech. And this is the trophy. I don't know who built this trophy, but it's pretty awesome. There's a little dude in there. And it's got ridiculous legs, which this kind of having the chicken walker problem, it's fitting. See? Like, that's pretty much what that did at 3 in the morning. But just imagine this, like, you know, this falling is a little worse. So yeah, so it was fucking a great time. We'll talk all about the display in the next one. We'll kind of talk about the con in general in the next one. Oh, this is gonna be a tragedy if I leave this like this. There we go. All right. But it was awesome. Fucking everything made it there. Everything made it back. If you guys want to know the secret to packing shit, saran wrap. Because the idea is, like, if this explodes, like, you hear that loose piece in there, that's actually not a big deal piece. I know what that is. But, like, if for some reason, like, you know, TSA hates you and they drive it, truck over your car or whatever, or your fucking package, you can kind of squish shit back together. Like, it'll kind of hold things in place. So, you know, that's how it packs. Like, here's the, and I sometimes extra Ziploc shit just because I have issues, and I don't really want to spend a whole bunch of time rebuilding stuff. So there's the tip of the sword. See, it's modular. This is the modularity. That's like that disappearing thumb joke. Anyway, Rusticon. Oh, here's the bike. That was the secret to the ship. He flies the ship, drops out like Batman and his cool guy, cool motorcycle. Vroom, vroom. I love these graphics, these sticker graphics. So good. Next Nights is so good. He's got his sword because he's hardcore like that. Yeah, so that's the ship. I did get a bunch of awesome parts. Look at this bag. It's got Lego in it. There's sand green cheese slopes. I've already been sorting like a madman. I'm pretty sure I got the hookup. So you get like a goodie bag when you do the con, and you get your badge or whatever, and they check you in, and they're like, oh, okay, cool, here's your goodie bag. And I'm not going to put anybody out there, but I'm pretty sure I got hooked up, because I got a bag that was sizable. I'd say, you know, maybe bigger than this, maybe, you know, whatever. It was a sizable bag, and it was full of like 6-wide dishes. Awesome 6-wide dishes. There were some clear ones. There's a lot of the old school webbed ones. It's pretty money. It was pretty money. I was pretty stoked about that. And I did some trading with some friends and whatever. So yeah, it was just a good time, man. Like, BrickCon for me, I have like a love-hate thing because I love it so much. Because it's like, you hype it up and then you go, and the whole time there, at least this time, like, this year, like, I felt like I didn't socialize as much as I wanted to. Like, you kind of get old. You kind of just like, oh, man, let's just fucking sit here and hang out. But the best parts of con are, like, just that. Like, just fucking hanging with the homies and eating breakfast and drinking Bloody Marys and fucking, like, sitting in a hotel room fucking around with bricks. And, you know, it's a fucking rad time. So get your life together. I'm telling you now. Next year, BrickCon 2018, they got a pretty good theme. So normally the con-wide themes, never apply to what we're doing. This year, it might. So yeah, I guess this is kind of a short one. I don't know if I have anything else to really talk about. If I can thank you boys for the beer. Oh, check this out. I got this. Woo! Mission Deep Sea. You know why I got this? Because I've owned the right one of these fucking printed slopes for like 5 years, and I've never had the left one. So now, I'm gonna have the same problem, but at least I have one set. So yeah, shout out to that dude that sold me that. Shout out to a bunch of other people. I'm sure I'm missing people. Fucking Abner, the homie Abner, for muling beer across the world, or at least across America. I don't know. They're dudes from the UK, and I know Simon was in Denmark recently. Yeah, so fucking, till next time. Oh, look at this keychain. I got this. Woo! What would you ever do with this? I have a plan, sorta. So yeah, till next time, I'll see you right after the break, because there's another one coming up. The big episode 50. Cheers, guys.